Alright guys, welcome to my channels again. This is about my system and how many days I've been off grid. So I got some updates for you guys. Okay, we are in New York. It's pretty cold, so the sun doesn't come out often. Alright, don't forget to subscribe guys. Don't forget to subscribe. It helped the channel tremendously. Now I'm gonna give you a review. Everything's in there and what's been happening. Now I have Mixed Sky Blue. It's still running. Let's go back here to see if we can see the Mixed Sky Blue, guys. This is Mixed Sky Blue. And this is the software. It's going to come up. It does this sometime. So click here several times. Let me bring this thing up in a few minutes. Guys, this is how this thing come up. You have to be red until you reach it. And then here we go. This is Mixed Sky Blue. I'm producing 57, 58. I mean, the panels has 658. I'm at the maximum. You can stop at 58. This is why you double the batteries, guys. This is the reason you triple your. Right, look at this. Okay, very close to each other. Very close to each other. When I'm not producing anything because it stopped producing. If I was producing something, it's gonna be a problem there. Okay, this is Mixed Sky Blue. That's another video though. I will explain that in another video. So. This is always why you double your battery. You put your panels in series. It does help you with this problem. Okay? If the sun is down, you don't produce that much sun, then you reach the maximum, you don't produce the maximum power. Alright, this is Mixed Sky Blue. It is right here, it's working. I'll try to do another video on this to see if I can explain that to you guys the way I understand it. Okay? Now let's get rid of this. Let's bring the batteries. Before we go to the batteries, I had this battery hooked up. This is about 7 kilowatt. The reason I know, because I only let this thing running. I deplete the power, the power using this guy. Okay, using this guy. It tells me how much, because I have to bring everything to 0 and then discharge the whole entire battery. It tells me what. There's a little noise in there. It tells me what this pack has. By using this, it gives me 7 plus kilowatt. That's what I have in here. Okay. Now, what I did, I was going to my home country, which is Haiti, and I needed a BMS. I needed that BMS, so I unplugged everything. I didn't want to run it. It was not a great BMS, okay, but I needed to, in Haiti, I didn't have another one. So I took it to Haiti, I plugged it in. It works good, okay. It has a lot of issues, guys. But this is not the real BMS, the real JDB BMS. It was somebody's fake who just make it seem like it's a JDB BMS. Now this is why I have this battery. Let's go back to this battery. I unplug it, I take it apart, I even disconnect this, and there is no wire going there. That's the positive side. Where did I put that wire? No, I don't see the wire. Oh, that's where the BMS used to be. So, oh, another thing, guys. You see this thing here? This thing can only you can only use this thing for 50 amp. That thing there. Let me see if I have another one here, guys. I may have a video on this. This only pass. You can only get this thing. These guys. Believe it or not, it serves a fuse. If I take out 60 amp out of this pack of battery, this will blow. It will blow. Okay? It's happened to me before in my home country. It's a sad thing. I didn't know what's happening. That thing I used there we can only pass 50 amp out of it. Anything above 50, it will blow. Not the wire. The wire is strong enough. Okay, so anyway, that's a different video. I'll explain you guys another time. I disconnect this because I want to use the BMS. Now what I have left is those guys here. This is about 7 kilowatt and this is about 6.5 kilowatt. because I calculate the numbers of the amp and the numbers of the battery. That's how I got the numbers. Okay, it's about 13.5 4 kilowatt. But I never been able to deplete it completely without no charge when the inverter is cut off. Never been able to do that. That's the system I have there. Okay, so I'll show you the Make Sky Blue, this pack which is disconnected. And I'll probably ship all those things away. I have a new set battery coming up. This is about 14, I think it's 14 pack of battery. This wire I use as a fuse is connect all the first cell together. That's how I get the reading from the BMS. And I got about 16 cells. They're working 100%, except cell number 1. This is the first one. Cell number 1, which is over. That's why I can't get to 57. Other than that, everything is fine. So that now he's cut the charges. And he's trying to balancing his own. The balance. You see, there we go, balancing. So, it is doing it. Boys, that's what's happening. All of them has a breaker. All of them has a breaker. I was away, I let everything on, so I came back, there was no issue. I was away for a month. There was no issue, guys. It's still running fine. Okay. This is the second one. This is about those batteries at battery hookup. I believe that's where I bought the battery hookup. I have another video coming up regarding battery hookup. They send me a package. I will show you how I get the package, how they came out. I'll do a short video on that. I bought this inverter. This is the name, guys. I bought it. It works so nice. I want to buy another one. Okay, but I blew the first one came in. If you ever watch my video, I blew it up. I didn't know this thing can take. I didn't know it doesn't have. This thing doesn't have surcharge protection. It doesn't have it. But I had a small one. I overcharged it. Just cut itself off. I had one 100 amp, 100 watt. I plug it in, work with it, and I said I push it to the limit. It cut itself off. But this one doesn't cut itself off. It doesn't. It doesn't have the protection. This one does. It's the same manufacturer. This is 2,000 watt. It does go over 2,500 watt. It does go over 25. But then you're risking to break it. Yes, it will blow. Because I had one that go over 25 watt. I have it on a video. I have a live video. You guys can check it out. It did blow up. Okay, guys. What else we got here? So that's my system. Okay. And they're both on BMS, so they both got control. It would be nice if I can control this thing overseas while I'm away from the house. Okay. But that's not how it is, guys. So that's for the both BMS. I can shut this thing down now. Okay. Can close all. And that's the other phone. I'll show you guys. I have a previous video. I'm going to upload it. You will see how you get the program. That program, how you get it. I think the name of the video is LIFO BMS, whatever. You guys can check it out. I probably uploaded it before this one. I'm not sure, guys. But check my videos out. Don't forget to subscribe. That help the channel. Let's remove those guys. Now, let's talk about this little. I have this device. It does help. You can disconnect the battery. You see right now, I can disconnect the first battery. It still has light. Work on it, or I can disconnect the second one. Work on the first one. And I can do vice versa. I can disconnect the whole thing. So you always have option. That's always good to have those guys. I have them everywhere. But the amperage is a little bit too high. I need something 50 amp because I don't choose to with my experience in Haiti, this thing blew. I took more than 50 amp out of the pack. It's not a good sign. I need to remove this thing to 50 amps. Okay? So therefore I don't get that problem. This inverter, you got lights inside of them. I turn it off. Okay, I turn it off. It's not plugging anything. It's just plugged to the power. I turn it off because it does the job. It make a lot of noise. It take a lot of juice from the battery. A lot. So the consumption of that inverter is too much. So I may let it run my AC unit. So in other words, when I'm only using it during the daytime, I turn my AC unit. But I do plan to get another inverter. This thing gonna go to a different country where as a backup. Okay, it come with this. Those things wasn't working. No, it seems to work. I don't know why. So it seems to work. So I have a previous video show you how it works. Right now it's disconnected. It's not running on anything because I have no wires coming in, but it's plugged to the power. If I turn this thing on, I'm hoping there's no fire. Okay, there we go. You see now? They're both working. You see the noise it makes? It's still plugged in, but there's no wire going anywhere. I used to use this wire to go to take the thing to the house, but I don't do that no more because I'm using the small inverter. Yes, you can run both inverters in one pack. It depends how you make your system. You can run both inverters. You see, I have both inverters running. I have both inverters running. Okay, guys. So this is what we have. So I can shut this thing on. I'm very nervous, guys. I don't like using both of them at the same time. Okay, look at the drawer. This one says 0. Now 5 and 5 watts. There's nothing plugged into it. 5 watt each. So I used to use this in the beginning because the reason I do that because it help. That's what I had. Now when I realized at night time I'm burning a lot of juice, and this thing make a lot of noise, so I changed it to something like this. This one run the whole house except the dryer. It run everything in the house except the dryer. It's from China. My problem with it is there's no such protection. It does do, they said 2000 watt. They said it in there. Okay, this is 2000 watt, guys. It does produce 2000 watt. As a matter of fact, it goes over 25. Do not try to go over 25, it will blow it up. But I tested it, goes over 25. I go to 25.5, 25.6, then it blow. The MOSFET blow, so they went dead. Kapoosh. There we go, guys. That's the update on my system. And next week I may have another update for the system. Right now I am on grid because the sun doesn't come enough. I don't have enough panel to charge the panel to the batteries, so every night I start getting. So I will tell you exact date when I cut this thing off. This video will be uploaded way after. So I'll give you exact date that I have running off grid. Right now I'm back on the grid, guys, because I don't have enough sun in New York. Until then, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It does help the channel. Thank you very much.